Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh. Welcome back to another video. As you guys can see by the title of today's video and by this sweet car behind me, today we are looking at the 2021 Audi Q5 55 TFSI E Quattro. So thank you to Vancouver Audi for giving me this car for the day so that I could show you guys this amazing Q5. If you guys do want to see this specific model, you guys will be able to click a link in the description and be brought right to it. But today, that's what we're looking at. This is an awesome car because this is the Q5 that also has the battery in it, so you can plug it in. And if you are in the market to buy an SUV, I feel like buying a plug-in is definitely the way to go these days. So yeah, this is an amazing color. The outside of the car looks great. It's a 2021, so it has all the updated like interior features and all of the technology and everything that you could possibly want in one of the new Audis. So yeah, with that being said, we're gonna look at the outside first, then we're gonna go inside and check out the interior, and then we're gonna take it on a drive and I'm gonna tell you guys what it actually feels like to drive this Audi Q5 that has a battery in it. So with that being said, if you are new to my channel, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment if you do enjoy today's video, and with that being said, let's get into today's video. All right, so you guys know that I love electric cars. I drive an electric car as my daily driver. The Model 3 has been amazing, and so anytime I hear of an SUV, a car, whatever coming out that is electric, I wanna get it on this channel and try to review it. So when I heard that the Q5 had a battery in it now, I thought that it would be an awesome opportunity to kind of review it for you guys and just show you what it has to offer. So on this specific model, this is called the Quantum Gray. That's the color of it. It is a super nice color. I feel like if I was to get an Audi or just one of these SUVs, I would probably get this color. Now the one thing that I think makes it look really nice is the black optics package that it has. So you guys can see on the front here, like all of the grille, all down here on the fog light area, even on the side mirrors right here, and also along the windows. All of that is all in a piano black gloss, which makes the outside look really nice on that gray. Now also this has the 20-inch off-road wheels, which also look really nice. I feel like I wouldn't be getting like low pro tires on a car like this, because if you are wanting to go more into trails or something, you don't really want to be going off-roading with those really thin tires. So I feel like I would probably get something super similar to what the package is on this right now. I feel like the black optics package just makes it look really nice, and it's under $1,000 to get. So yeah, that's the outside. The lights on this thing look super nice. It has those new kind of like flared looking lights on the front here, makes it look really modern. Also, when we come around to the side, you guys will see here that it also has the S-Line package on it. So all of the interior has all the badging, which looks super cool. Gives it that like little added touch so that people know that you do have the S-Line if you care about that. And then you also got the really cool lights on the back here, and the piano gloss black, which goes around here on the trim as well. So the back end looks really nice. I really like how this SUV looks. And then if we come around right here, you guys will see that this is the charging port. So this is where you plug your car in. This battery in this car is a battery that has a range of 19 miles. So it's around 30 kilometers. So you're not really gonna be driving around on full battery. Even though you have the capability to, you probably wouldn't put it on like full battery mode just to drive around in. It's more of just being more like fuel efficient and having that battery just kind of help the engine out when you are stopping and starting at lights or stop signs or wherever you are. This is a 4-cylinder, it's a 2-liter turbocharged engine, which combined with the battery is actually in between the engine and the transmission. Combined, they produce about 362 horsepower, which is actually more than the standard Q5, and it's more than the SQ5, which is pretty impressive. So yeah, a lot of power in this little SUV, but yeah, I think that it's gonna be kind of cool to drive it around and see how it actually feels with that much power and the battery in it. But for right now, that is the exterior, and we're gonna go inside and take a look at what this Q5 has to offer on the interior. All right, so also on the Q5, on this new model, it has the ability to put your foot under the back And the trunk opens, which is a nice feature. This one has some stuff in the back just because this is a brand new car. These are some of the boxes and stuff for the privacy sheet here that goes over the trunk. But this actually has a lot of space, so you guys can see what the trunk looks like now. And if I come in here and I put this seat down, it actually has a lever right here. You guys will see that with these back seats down, you actually have a ton of room to put stuff in here. And if you are looking for an SUV that is small, that has a lot of room, this car is definitely one to kind of do both of those things. So yeah, this is the rear. Also, if you want to close it, I think you can just put your foot back under it and it should close. But that's a pretty cool feature that I really like having. And also on the back, the rear mufflers are also in that gloss black, which ties everything together pretty nicely. So yeah, let's get into the back and check out what the rear seats look like. One thing that I didn't notice that this car had is a glass roof, which is actually super cool because when you're sitting back here, it just gives you the ability to kind of see more and it doesn't feel like claustrophobic or you're pushed into like the back of a car. Now another thing also that I noticed is that you have a lot more leg room than I thought. My chair right now that's in front of me where I was driving is in the position that I like it, and if you guys can see here, I still have a ton of knee room. Like there's like so much room in between here and there. Coming down here, you guys can see that we also have some adjustments that we can do. We got heated seats, which is probably one of the best features you can have when you're sitting in the rear seats. Also has the ability to change the temperature, which is also another cool feature. In new cars, usually they have the USB-C chargers now. I feel like these ones are going to be kind of outdated in the next like year or so, and it's going to be like people aren't going to be wanting to use these chargers anymore. So I'm just kind of surprised that Audi would put that in there. But it is nice that we have the ability to have the heated seats. Now also right here, this part comes down and we have 2 cup holders, which is always nice to have when you're sitting in the rear seats. And if you want that to become a third seat, you just put it back up. And this leather actually feels really nice. I know that I watched some other reviews of people kind of like sitting in these cars and talking about what the interior feels like, and some of them didn't really like it. But I actually really like how this leather feels and how it looks. I also like the stitching on it as well. Makes it look like more expensive and just more luxurious. So yeah, this is the rear seats. Definitely can't complain about it. Can see a lot. You get the roof up here, which looks really nice. It also can be closed if you want it to be closed. And you get these little lights right here that you can also push and turn on. So yeah, that's the rear seats. Now we're gonna move up to the passenger seat and I'll show you guys what it's like to be up there. All right, so getting into the passenger seat. One thing that I feel like I noticed right off the bat when I sit in the passenger seat is that in the back right now, there is a ton of leg room that the person behind me would have. And also there is, look at this, there is so much room in the front here that I could literally stretch my legs out fully. And I'm not really that tall, but I mean, I'm 5'9", I think. And so if you were taller and you did have to bend your legs a little bit, you'd still have a ton of room. So that's one thing I think that in a lot of new cars, like when they do have a lot of space and they are like a small SUV, I feel like it's just a really nice like feature to have, because if you do have kids, if you are wanting to put a lot of things in your car, and it does have the ability to fit a lot of stuff, but it is still considered a small SUV. Definitely something that I think is nice. So yeah, sitting up here, I have tons, like way too much room. I feel like I have more room than I need. You have a lot of storage space, which on the door here, you guys can see, you could put so much stuff in there. That fits like 4 water bottles. Also on this side, you have this little strip here that you could put stuff in. I feel like that's for like change or something. You also have your big glove box, which also has a hidden mini glove box up there if you need that. So overall, so far, the interior is nice. One thing that I don't know if I necessarily like on the interior is the gloss black. I like it on the outside because I think that it just adds to the gray and it makes it look cool, and it takes out all of the chrome if there would be any chrome. But on the inside, the reason that I don't really like it is because it's very similar to the gloss black that's in my Model 3. And one thing that I've learned about this gloss black is that this stuff scratches super easily. And so, I mean, like even down here, all of this stuff, if you were to like put your phone on it, or if you were holding like one of those Starbucks cups, that's like the plastic one, and you even like touched it, it would leave like scratches all over the place. I'm just talking from experience, but one thing that I do really like about the interior here is that this is a charging pad, which is really nice. I feel like all cars nowadays should have a charging pad like this in it. And then if we move it back, it also has the cup holders. This actually has a hot or cold feature where you can, like, if you have a cold drink in there, you can keep it cold. If you have a hot drink in there, you can keep it hot. That's just a cool feature. I know that BMW also does that, but just something kind of like added, which is something that I don't know how much you would use it, but kind of cool to have. Now up here again, not really sure why they're putting these USB ports, but I feel like they should be USB-C. You also have a lighter. You have this little room up here that you could kind of put something. And then the nicest leather that I think is in this car, compared to, like, the seats have the rougher leather, the steering wheel has this super nice perforated leather on it, which feels super nice. But I'll talk about more of the driver's side when I get over there. So yeah, big thumbs up to the passenger side, also to the rear seats. Feel like everything in here has just been very comfortable so far. Only drawback, the piano black I would get rid of. I would try to switch that out with something else if it was possible. But that's just what this model has on it. You also have all of your like adjustments down here. It's like power seats. So you got your lumbar, you got all of your adjustments that you'd want to make for your back. But yeah, so with that being said, let's get into the driver's side and I'll show you guys everything else that basically there is to talk about. All right, so sitting in the driver's side, one thing that I really like about Audis is the steering wheel. I said this also about the Porsches, but I feel like when a car has a nice steering wheel, because it is like something that you're always looking at or touching or fiddling with when it comes to the buttons and stuff, when it is done the right way, I feel like it just makes the car feel a lot better and look a lot better and you like it more. So on this Q5, the steering wheel is pretty standard to all the other Audis, but I guess I'll go over it. It has all the S-line badging on it because this does have that package. You got your heated steering wheel, you got your phone buttons, you got over here you can like change, if I turn the car on, you guys will see that you can change the view of the actual dashboard, which is super nice. I usually keep it on this map mode because I just think that it looks cool. And then you can keep your gauges kind of like off to the left and right. That makes it a little bit easier to kind of see everything. And you can also see in the top left there your kilometers that you have left. You can see in the bottom left there that there is an EV button down there. It just says, if it focuses. I have it turned off right now. There's a button right here that when you push it, it pulls up on this screen. It'll ask you if you want to do auto hybrid, if you want to do EV driving, or if you want to do battery hold. So if you do battery hold, that basically means that it's going to keep whatever charge you have in the battery and not use it. If you do want to use battery, you can push EV and that will just use just battery. And if you want to do auto, you put it in auto. So right now the reason that the EV is turned off down there is because as you can see in the top left, there's actually no charge in this battery. So that is kind of what's going on here. But if you guys do look at the full kind of dashboard here, very nice. The Q5 does have all digital, which is something really cool. I think that every car should have all digital now. It just makes it look a lot better. And it gives you the ability to be able to do things like switch between screens. Down here, we got all of the light features, which pretty standard, I feel like. You got like your fog lights if you want it. You got your rear fog lights. You got some lights for if it's raining outside. All the good stuff that you need. Also, this screen is really cool as well because you have all of your features laid out really nicely. It also has Apple CarPlay, so if you have your phone plugged in and you plug it into right there, it will bring up your phone screen, and it has wireless CarPlay, which is nice. So yeah, this is the screen. Lots of like, there's everything on here that you would expect. The screen is nice. All of the gauges and buttons and stuff down here are also what you would expect. So There's like these really nice knobs. It actually feels really good to turn these. I feel like they've done a good job at just like the way that everything kind of feels when you're touching it. Now down here we also have drive select. So there's a couple different drive modes. You have your off-road, your comfort, your dynamic, and your individual, and an auto mode. So I usually keep it in auto, but with comfort, it's basically just gonna, like you would expect, it would put it into more of a comfortable drive, give you that soft steering, not be as aggressive in terms of switching gears. So when you do have a full battery, usually when you turn the car on, it'll be silent because you start off with the battery being used and you're not using your engine. And then as soon as you start to speed up, the engine will kick in. But yeah, also the room in here is really nice. So we got this little cubby right here, which I actually just noticed there is one USB-C port in there. So that is pretty nice. At least they put one in here. All right, so we've seen the exterior, did the interior. Now we're gonna go on a drive. I'll tell you guys what it feels like to actually drive this thing, because I mean, for a small Q5 to have 362 horsepower, I think that is pretty significant. So let's go on a drive and see what it feels like. So I'm just driving down some like back roads right now, and I feel like definitely a comfortable ride. I have it in auto mode right now, so it's switching between battery and electric. So I'm now in dynamic mode, which is kind of like the sport mode in this car. We're gonna see what it feels like. Oh, that's insane. Holy cow. Wait, I gotta try that again. This car has 362 horsepower, but with the battery, I feel like it feels like it's a lot more because it's instant. We're gonna do that one more time. All right, here we go. And I'm gonna floor it. Holy cow. It's actually a lot quicker than I thought. I'm actually very surprised. When you put it down, it's crazy how quick the response is. But yeah, so I think overall, the interior, the exterior, the way that this car feels to drive, everything feels really nice. I don't really have anything to complain about like the driving of it. I feel like it has all the safety features. It has the power, definitely. It has all the different drive modes. It has an off-road drive mode in case you need to go down the trails and stuff. Yeah, it's a really nice, comfortable SUV that has room, that you can plug in, which is one of the biggest features that is one of the reasons why it would make me want to buy one of these cars. So yeah, that is today's video. That is the new 2021 Audi Q5 55 TFSIe Quattro. So it's such a long name, but if you guys did enjoy today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys do want to check this car out, I will leave a link to Downtown Audi Vancouver's link so that you guys can click it and actually check out this specific car. This car is running, I think, for 73,000. So yeah, if you guys want to check it out, I'll leave a link down there. I give it definitely a big thumbs up. I really like it. I like how it has the battery in it and how it feels so responsive and so comfortable to be driving. And it can tow up to like 2,000 pounds or something like that. So yeah, definitely go and check it out. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to my channel. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.